I want to ask you guys, we're a great crowd. I just want to ask y'all a question. Any of you guys ever dealt with a bully? Any type of bully? You did? Yeah, rough situation, right? What happened if you actually lived with your bully growing up? Mine was my sister. She used to take my allowance. Then one day, I recently confronted her. I said, hey, you owe me $957. She says, oh yeah, that? I invested it. I said, great, and what? She says, Toys R Us. What am I gonna do with some Jeffrey money? You guys ever heard of Jeffrey money? It was this scam Toys R Us ran. They wanted to keep the money, so they gave you their own money that you could only use in their store. You know, somebody thought of a solution, Steve Jobs. iPad wiped Toys R Us ass right out. Everybody kid watches iPads. Ooh, almost had an accident there. It would have been pretty. Nobody gonna call the ambulance for me. Who wants to admit a black guy dead in the club? Not me. And I'm a black guy. Yeah, I'm telling you though, trying to be positive, you know, trying to avoid all negativity in my life. And there's a secret to that. You guys want to know the secret?
Yeah.
Anytime you go to the ATM to make a withdrawal, just hit no receipt. Simple. Simple. None of that negativity comes with you. It stays right there in that machine. But serious, I recently hit the mid-40s. You know, once you hit your mid-40s, nothing really works the same anymore. This woman's saying, no, it doesn't. Who's her husband? Where is he at? Yeah, so I actually went to the doctor. He recommended a prostate exam, which is, any guys here had a prostate exam? Anybody? Yeah? Oh, I know, $1 million medical industry, and I'm just the only one getting them? Really? That's a shitty situation. But anyway, I was horrified by the experience because, you know, you're vulnerable. The doctor tells you to turn to the side and bend over like this. But isn't it kind of strange when you feel one hand here and another hand here? This happened to all of you guys, right? Really? Come on now. Sir? Yeah, so I was horrified. And I was at work telling my coworkers what happened. And there's this one smug woman with an attitude and said, that's nothing. It's nothing, it's not painful. Have you ever experienced childbirth? You know, you women love to throw that one out there. Have you ever been to the gynecologist? No, why would I go? Or even had a period, bad cramps? Relax, Barbara. You've only been a woman for 6 months. You was getting prostates before me. Come on now. Cut it out. Yeah. But I'll tell you, recently I learned something sad on the news. I was watching the news. It said a 50-year-old dead male body found in McDonald's processing plant. I'm like, oh, yeah, oh. How is McDonald's gonna spin this one? How are they gonna capitalize off of this, right? I'm at the drive-thru the next day, and I see it, number 9, midlife crisis value meal. McDonald's is something else, I tell you. They are something else. Yeah, but all this crime going on, I'm really affected by crime. And you guys, all the crime you see on the news, I got a huge gang problem in my neighborhood. Matter of fact, I was chased all the way here tonight by the Girl Scouts. I'm serious. You ever seen how aggressive an 11-year-old trying to earn a merit badge? You know, I think the girl knew like jujitsu, kicked me to my knee, I'm twisted down, and she's making me buy tag-alongs, and I got the Thin Mints on my own, and the Samoas on my own, and those trifles. Now I'm just walking around looking for Milkman. I mean, it's so funny how we depend on technology to get around. Like before we had the maps and folding these maps out the, whatever that thing is called in the car, the sun visor. Nowadays we depend on technology. Ooh, don't choke you, okay? All right. He knows the Heimlich. I don't. Nowadays you got to depend on the technology. So I asked Siri, I said, hey Siri, give me directions to Peter Luger Steakhouse. There was a pause. Then it was like, doop. No, you cannot afford Peter Lewis. Rerouting to White Castle. So obviously I ate that night and my date watched me. Hey, you wanted steak. I said I was down for anything. Come on now. You know? And a lot of you guys are gonna get upset with me tonight. I'm gonna let you ladies in on a secret about us guys. We kind of embellished the truth a little bit. So anytime a guy tells you something, just believe half the story. If a guy tells you he's a cop, most likely he's a security guard. I tell women I used to serve in the Navy. Truth is, I worked for Old Navy. But I was manager. Get a discount. So I was dating this girl. We met on this little app called, guys probably didn't hear of it, Match.com. And she told me she was a secretary. She worked secretary working uptown. But later on, I found out she was a stripper. And I went down and confronted her. And she was mad at me. I just went there and confronted her. She was just upset at me. But I was on her job, so, you know, I had to, I was on the job, so she was in there like, you know, doing her little dance, her stripper dance. You know, black stripper club, so they shake their butts a lot. And she was mad at me. So what you mad at me for? She says, you tip with Jeffrey money. I came in here with $957. I'm leaving out with $848. It was a good night in here. Please. So, you guys ever been peer pressured? And other than coming here tonight? Anybody? Really? Yeah. Well, I was peer pressured when I was 12. And I was 12, we was in the store and I got pressured into stealing cassette tape. And I'm trying to fumble and get this cassette tape in my pocket. Security guard saw me as soon as I came in the store. I was sweating, I was a hot mess. And he grabbed me, took me to the back. Give me it, what you got? So I give him the cassette tape, he's looking at it. He says, son, I gotta ask you a question. You're willing to go to jail for Dionne Warwick? And I looked that officer dead in the eyes. Said, that's what friends are for. And before I go, I got this crazy brother-in-law. Got this huge tattoo on his back of his girlfriend and his kids. I said, hey, what'd you get that for? He said, that way I can take them wherever I go. You know you could have got a wallet, right? A little bit cheaper too. That's my time. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting my comedy brothers and sisters. Thank you. You guys are beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And Tony.